U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis.
Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Well, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put it on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
Hey, check that, street, go!
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
40 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Slot man moves right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Tank Dell.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
first down. Prescott. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Dorrance Armstrong. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Yeah, very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means run.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
We're going to 53.
Here's Prescott.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
18, 5 here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Ready?
Swift. Touchdown, Houston.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Throwing, Prescott.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Vikings at 4-8 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit.
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the 1st.
So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Okay, ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room.
92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact, bounce off of it, and keep moving. Just what you said. Brute strength, force of will.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it up. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. Prescott now from the 50.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, Womack.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Hunt is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And this time he is in.
Kareem Hunt, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Kill!
They'll keep it on the ground. Womack, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Now Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hey, kill!
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This is caught inside the 15. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To the air again, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jordan Brooks with it.
There he goes, left side. And Simpson's TD.
That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Womack. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd down now. Womack. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Womack.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
35 yards.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2nd and 13. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go. Big Lion.
Pierce gets this one running right.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Pass. Go, League, go. Hustle. Ready.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Fairbairn able to put this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 47. Under.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
That is into the hands of Hawkinson downfield.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. What do you think?
Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They had gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Justin Madubuike able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll roll him out right. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a yard. In motion right, that's Dell. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Across midfield.
And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and he looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
DeAndre Swift
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Prescott.
This one caught by Osborne, right side.
He juked him, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
46.
A first down throw for Prescott.
This is caught by Addison.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this...
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things are a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now, since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that crispness back from the first half. They need a big drive here.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now a toss for Swift left side.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He was brought down by Andrew Booth. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Texans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And out across midfield down to the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. To throw is Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Okay, 3.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea.